Good afternoon, good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you may be. It's Kale. Welcome back to the channel. This is Celestial Realms, and here I do my crafting videos. It's been 2-3 weeks. I'm not sure how long it's been since we got the new puppy, and that's why I haven't been doing any recording or any streaming. She's being potty trained, and that's the big thing I've been working on. She's been doing pretty good. Couple of little accidents here and there, but overall she's now knowing to run to her little pee pad spot and do her business. So hopefully I can get back to streaming some more and get back to a normal schedule. I mean, she's little. She's like, you know, she's little. She's a little thing. So she's chunky, but she's little. So let's see here. I want to do like a little catch up because while I've been stuck out in the living room and not here in my office, I've been doing mostly cross stitching, a little bit of diamond painting, and a lot of coloring in my coloring books. So I wanted to show my progress so you can kind of see like what I've been working on and how I'm kind of setting things up on my desk. So you can see here I've got kind of these the twistable Crayola and some these pens. These are the Papermate Ink Joys. I have that set of those, and then some stickers for my planner. And then over here in the spinner thing here, which is really cool, and I may end up buying another one because it's awesome, I've got the Brut Funner, not sure how you say them, pencils in there. And then I bought an electric pencil sharpener because the other one, it was okay. I have this one here, kind of a little bit more portable. This one's electric, the pink one here, pink purple. So but it gives me like a really nice sharp point like this. That's nice. And then I've got the Castle Arts kind of like basic set over here in their own like little container. So those are nearby. And then in the cup here, which is what I was kind of using in the living room because I was having to bring everything out to the living room, I've got the electric eraser and a manual and then a little water brush. And this little set here is for something I'm working on, and I didn't want to forget what colors I was using, so I kind of stuck them all together. And then the blender, this is the Prismacolor colorless blender. And then I've got like a little brush. I was experimenting, and then black and white. And then I've got one of the Pigma Microns, a number 1. And then I found my Uniball Signo white pen. That's cool. I've been using that. And then I've got the other white one, which is the Jelly Roll. So those I bring out with me, and then depending on what I'm working on. So I took out all the Prismacolors. I have a big case that holds all the various other color pencils that I have that aren't like, you know, I'm not sure where they came from. I bought them or my brother owned them before, but there's like Rose Art and Crayola, so maybe not as good of a quality as the Brut Funner and the Prismacolors, and even not as good quality as the Castle Arts. So I still want to get a set of polychromos, which I've been looking into those, but they're kind of pricey, so I'm going to wait. Maybe that can be like a Mother's Day gift from hubby. But I've got like all the Prismacolors together in a little Mickey Mouse cup over onto the side. So I've been doing like some rearranging in my office to make it like a little easier. I also got my Tim Holtz Media Mat glass thing. So let's go ahead and move that out of the way. Okay, so Tales from the Witch's Cottage. I've been working on this piece of paper in here. Why do I have the piece of paper in here? Oh, because I was pressing on this other side. So I've been working on this one. So kind of started down here at the bottom. Just kind of working my way up. And basically just getting used to blending and adding depth. Just, you know, kind of experimenting with different pressures and so on and so forth. I don't think I did any other work in this one. Now this one's actually done. I signed it down here. It's actually done. Finished that one. Not too bad. I like the background. And I think that's all I did in this book, which I do like, and I'll you know, do more as I get around, you know, with the time crunch and the puppy and so forth. So I got Joanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder book. It came with this little like mark on here, which I'm not happy about. So I'm gonna see if I can get that off. I hate when things come wrecked up, so especially when they're brand new. I think I have a couple of other books of hers, but I would have to check. And so I've been working on this one here. This is the one I was working on yesterday. I'm really liking the way that's coming out, and it's looking better. I'm getting better as I color more, which of course makes sense, but you're going to get better as you color. And then I'm using a video from another artist as a guide, not necessarily for the colors, but as a guide for technique on this one here. You can see. Right, so she took her white pen and she did this outline of these crystals. I never would have thought of doing that. So watching these other videos is really helping me to kind of like think outside the box and be a little bit more free and experiment and not worry too much about how it comes out. Just be more free. So I still have to finish this background behind these flowers here and kind of just finish up any kind of like adding like depth or whatever, and then I'm just gonna move like, you know, like that, and then do the other side. So what I do is I just kind of watch her video. I'll have to find what her name is. Maybe it's, oh, Chris Chen. Yeah, I think that's who it is. And she does a really fabulous job. So I'm kind of learning from her, not copying exactly how she did her copy of this, but you know, like doing different colors and so forth, but just like her technique and kind of thinking outside the box. So I haven't worked on anything else in here. This is like brand new, just the two. So nice book. There's a lot of good stuff in here that I want to come back to and color. So it's just a matter of time. And then in the Nightfall book, oh, I hear the puppy barking. They're out with Daddy. I'm going to do this one. That's what I'm planning on doing. And then I'm trying to think what I was working on in here. Oh, the little mice. So this one is done. Not sure I like the way that the mice came out, but it's not too bad. I could probably maybe add a little bit more dark shadow stuff to make it a little bit more three-dimensional. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out. So the next one will be that one with the green post-it note here. And that's Nightfall by Maria Trolle? Not sure. Then in the Botanicum, I don't think I worked on that this past couple weeks, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to remember. The days go by and I'm just in puppy dog mode. Here I was experimenting with some background brushwork. And here, doing some background experimenting. And this is with the Distress ink pencils. And a brush like, I think I was using a water brush like this. I ordered a set of these water brushes I've never really used them before, so this is like a big experiment. See how that comes out. So I'm working on this one. I might do some more, like, I think I'm going to do like some like green up in here and maybe darken down here a little bit more. I don't know, maybe go back over it with some color pencil. I'm sure that'll work. So that's about it for that book. But I love all these books. And then in Luna, I've got the one where I was working on, where my husband was like, oh, why don't you do some lighter colors? I was like, here we go. So I'm trying lighter colors. And then I'm working on the grass down here. And then I think this is the one I hear running around out there. So who knows if the microphone will pick that up or not. I don't know. Let me see if I can find the other one. Was it in here? I tell you, my memory's shot. I don't think it's in that one. I thought it was the one with the bunnies. Bunnies. The pictures are here. They are. And this one, I'm almost done. I've just got the flowers. I like the way these turned out. I made a little purple and pink bunnies. I just gotta do these little flowers down here and finish the leaves. I put kind of like the basic, maybe like a layer or two of color on these leaves. And I'm just gonna do the shading and these back here in the back. Got to do that. I'm going to finish that up here. And then just decide like what color I want these little flowers to be. I hadn't decided that yet. But here I was just like being like more free with the color pencils, you know, the strokes. Not like trying to make just like a solid color like you would do, like, you know, when you're a kid in a coloring book. So that's how those two are going. Then I saw one book called Wildflower Folk, and the lady was using the alcohol ink pens, and I believe that Copic, whatever, those are like the main ones, but they're like really super expensive. So I was thinking of just getting a basic set. I had them before, but I wasn't really confident in being able to use them, so I gave them away. So I'll probably start with maybe a smaller set and buy that book and maybe kind of follow along this one lady's video. I think it was Zucchini Kitty, and kind of just experiment with them a little bit better. I think what I did was I just took up the pen and I just had a blank piece of paper and I just went like that and tried like some blending or whatever. I was like, that doesn't look very good. I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable with it. But I think now that I've got more practice under my belt for doing, I hear somebody barking, coloring, I'll be able to attempt that, because I really like the look of it, like the way the colors blend together. So that's that. Then the other thing that I've decided to do was maybe to do a bit of kind of junk journaling. So kind of expand out a little bit from a coloring book and make a journal with this, you know, ephemera and scraps and whatever, stickers and so on and so forth. So I've got this glued on here on the cover. I took some yarn and I just did like wrapped it around here. Just kind of cover that up. I haven't done the back yet. Getting around to it. And then inside, it's got the envelope, which I'm working on. I mean, you know, this color here is not like my favorite color. I guess that's like manila. And like, see here in the corner, down here, in this corner, this is kind of coming up a little, so I need to reinforce that somehow and glue this back down. Put some lace and a little folding thing here. Did some stamping on it, some stickers, and then we've got, so it's kind of weird how they did this this journal, this particular notebook, they've got this cardboard here and this first page, but like, could you really like put something here? I don't know. I'm thinking of just gluing it like that, and this would be like the first page. So I just stuck some stickers here. This is a little belly band, but I don't know, like something could stick under there. I'd have to test it out and just put some stickers and words or whatever. So it's going to kind of be like that. It's got quite a few pages. I'll probably come back with colored pencils and maybe like do some background. I have to test. Maybe I'll test on here, working with water on the paper. So it's supposed to be a mixed media journal, so I'm assuming, and it's pretty thick paper. I mean, it almost feels like a file folder weight paper. So maybe it can take the water color without, you know, getting all jacked up. I did buy a, let's see if I can reach it. I did buy a little heat blow dryer, heat it for, you know, drying stuff while I'm working on like the wet, when I'm doing like wet stuff. So I've been working on that. And then I took a couple of boxes and I'm experimenting with making those into journals. Let me grab one. So this was a box. I think it was a taco shell box. And so I put tissue paper on it with glue, and then I painted some gesso on it as a base coat, and then some acrylic purple paint and some acrylic yellow, just little touches here and there. Kind of left it a little distressed. So, you know, it's going to be folded. And then I'll put like the, what do you call them? Oh my god, I forget. It starts with the S, but the pages that go in here, they're called something, but I can't remember. I mean, I just started looking into this junk journaling thing, and kind of see how that goes. I've got a couple other boxes. I got one that was from something, but it's more like cardboard. I mean, this is fairly flimsy. Not sure I like that, but it's not like I'm going to be opening it and closing it very often. I just got to tidy up the outside. I wish I could remember the name of those things that are in the inside. It starts with an S. I don't know. I can't remember. So, anyhow, so move that out of the way. Scoot over here a little bit. Okay, so I've got on the diamond painting front, still working on Bubble Wall, Aquarius, and the Seraphina. So I got another section done on the Seraphina, and I think I was able to do one video for that. I hear Daddy saying, Rosie. He's out there talking to the dogs. And then on the cross stitch, I'm about 2.7% done on Once Upon a Fairy Tale. So I've been doing that early in the morning before I start like the coloring. So I wait till the sun comes up because of course we wake up at 4. And so it's, you know, dark. So I wait for the sunlight and then I start the coloring side of things. And I did bring out the Seraphina one day this past week and got another section done. So I'm almost done with the whole top row of that. And then Once Upon a Fairy Tale is 2.7% done. It's like 11,000 stitches. I have not worked on the Boho Seaside or any of the other cross stitch projects because I really want to make like more inroads. I want to get like to 10%. I mean, the thing's so big. I want to get to like 10% so I feel like I'm making more progress. But on the angle, I did make it down to where that first shelf is going to be. So I'm just like continuing on with that in the mornings as much as I can. And between, you know, chores and all the other things. So we did have a lot of rain. We had like 4 or 5 inches of rain the other day. So the backyard that we spent the other weekend, you know, cleaning up is like a mess again. And then I spent a day kind of not rearranging the studio, but just a little, you know, a little bit of rearranging and kind of still working on the decluttering, getting rid of things that I don't want. I have a Life magazine from 1939, and I looked through it, but I don't want to cut it up and use it for like my journal, which would be maybe like a good idea to do, but it might be, you know, somebody might collect those and may want them in their, you know, collection or whatever, so I don't want to cut it up. So I guess I'll just put it in the pile for the yard sale that we want to have. And then I got through my son's birthday, March 1st, relatively unscathed, all things considered. Still ticks me off, but yeah. Other than that, I mean, I've just kind of been hanging in there, dealing with the puppy. She's really, really cute. Rosie got fixed, so then I had to keep an eye out for her stitches, and then she went and got her stitches taken out, and then, I don't know, she was roughhousing with somebody, and where the incision is opened up a little bit, and we were freaking out, and so it managed to like close back up and just kind of like scab over, so it's healing, so that's good. So then we have to take Misty for her rabies shot, and she got one set of shots, so it's just been like, you know, like Dogville here. It's insane, but fun. I mean, you know, they keep us company, so, and they love us unconditionally. So that's about it on the update on where I've been. I'm really enjoying the Prismacolors for the blending. The Castle Arts is more where it's just kind of like straightforward coloring because they blend, but it's just not as easy. These aren't too bad. I like those too. They tend to lay down like, I guess, like, I think they're oil based. So it's like a different feel on the paper. But other than that, you know, just really like experimenting. Before I was using the color pencils, so like these, they haven't like been sharpened. This you know, this is the way they came, with this kind of point on them. And then so the Prismacolors, they kind of came like, let me see if I can find a good example. Let's see, like this. So they came with kind of this kind of point. It's like a little small point. So when I put that, here's the white one, when I put it in the electric pencil sharpener, like I get like a point. So this is the kind of point that I see when I watch people coloring on YouTube. So this right here is okay, but this is like a lot better, and I didn't realize that until I got the electric pencil sharpener. So little by little, learning as I go, trying out different things, doing some hatching with the micron, doing some, you know, little highlighting with the white pen, just, you know, trying to be a little bit more free and not so controlled. So I'm going to continue on in that process, and hopefully you guys will join me. I got some masking tape. I'm going to try and do some stenciling in here. I got a couple of little stamps. I got some distress ink stamp pads. So I'll be kind of experimenting in the journal with that. I got some other brushes for mixing backgrounds, I guess, or areas, right? like that. I'm just trying to get a couple more little items for the collection. There are still things I want to get that I don't have, like the polychromos set and the alcohol ink pens. So kind of add to that collection, and then that Wildflower Folk coloring book. I'm sure there's other things in my Amazon wish list, but I mean, I can't like go crazy. It's not like I'm making money from coloring, so I have to be careful, and I have to, you know, not go full bore and go crazy buying things. So still enjoying the process, and I'm going to continue on with the process. So hopefully you guys will continue to watch and support me in my crafting efforts, and just enjoy listening to me mumble about my life and my dogs and all that good stuff. So I'll try and keep my opinions fairly neutral and not go crazy about some of the things that I've been seeing online and on X. So yeah, the world is still crazy, and it still drives me crazy. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's free to subscribe. I'm not even at the point where my channel is monetized, so I'm not getting anything out of it, but enjoying sharing this with you. It is a pleasure to be creative, and I think that everybody should experience being creative. It just makes your life so much more full and more challenging, and it's just that creative process just gets your brain juices flowing and makes you appreciate lots of other things in life that you may not pay attention to if you're not letting those creative juices flow and looking at the world with fresh new eyes. So anyhow, I'll stop rambling. Didn't I just say I was rambling? Enjoy the weekend and make the world a better place, and be happy and be content. And I'll see you next time.